How would you describe the sides in this culture war?
Well, what's funny is I think it was February 2021. I was sitting at work. I was still at my day job, and Jeff Dice called me, and we're just having a discussion. And if you're in a conversation with Jeff Dice, you're listening intently because you're going to learn.
Yes.
There's something you're going to
Yeah.
learn. And he basically said to me, and I don't think he'd mind me saying this. He said, "I don't even really consider myself a libertarian anymore. There's like the side that wants me dead and the side that doesn't."
Yes.
And like ever since that day, I mean, that's just what 16 months ago or something. That's been where I'm at. And when I look at it, the amount of people who don't want me dead, as opposed to who do want me dead, seem to be mostly on the right. Mostly would call themselves right wingers, would call themselves conservatives, would call themselves Republicans. And that's a hard one for libertarians. At that point, I'm already questioning everything. My head is spinning. I'm reading everything that I can, and even now I'm reading books that are just changing my worldview even more, because I'm realizing that to be in a bubble of like an ideological bubble is so dangerous. Like physically,
Yes.
like it's dangerous to your health. It's dangerous to your life. It's politically dangerous. It's how they get in. It's how they can grow power when you're stuck in this bubble where you're like, I'm just going to be consistent. I'm going to be the most consistent moral person out there. Well, the social engineers in charge and the elites in charge, they're not. They don't care. And I'm not scared to die. I'm not ready to die. I definitely don't want to die by these people's hands. I don't want that. I don't want it to come from them. And so when he said that, it really just shook me. And I'm like, yeah, I think that that's where we're at. And I mean, that's where I'm at still today. I just think that there are different things that I've picked up over the last 16 months, just reading constantly and talking to different people and getting different ideas and getting, another thing that is really, really important is talking to people who have studied revisionist history. Because the history we've been taught, even in the 20th century, is lies. They're outright lies, So I'm doing this series with Thomas 777 that is literally changing my viewpoint on numerous things and changing my opinion to the point where there are things I can't say because they're just not allowed. You're just not allowed to say them. It's almost illegal in this country to say some of the things that once you start delving into what really happened, and you're like, oh, okay, so this person might have been the good guy, and this person was the bad guy. Well, I didn't learn that in school. I learned the exact opposite. And once you do that, there's a reason why, you talk about changing stripes. I wrote that down because, you mentioned it, and it's probably one of the things that I get nailed with. People try to nail me with the most. The people who are throwing that at me, they don't have a clue as to how the world operates, as to how the government operates, as to how the culture operates, as to, they're still saying politics is downstream from culture, where culture is downstream from power.